The two continue to race, and they are doing their best not to give up. Their body has already reached their limit, and only their determination are the one that keeps them moving. Although they are neck to neck, Cherokee still has an advantage in running. Lloyd could only look at the back of Cherokee while running. He was panting so hard. In his mind, I am so darn tired. Why isn't this old man falling yet? But at this time, the old man chieftain Cherokee falls down as his feet was slowly giving up. Lloyd was still running and was able to pass through Cherokee. But this old man doesn't want to fall down easily. He could just rest, but he still fight for the race. Lloyd was praying that Cherokee will just fall already. On the other hand, the old man was thinking on how to overcome himself and the fatigue of exhaustion. As Lloyd continuously run, he felt that his body sink into the deepest water. Lloyd felt that his steps were so heavy. At that time, Lloyd realized that he is now at his limit. Lloyd remembers his past life as Kim Soo-ho. While he was eating meat with his friend, his nose suddenly bleed. As soon as he notices that his nose bleeding, he started cursing because it suddenly happened. His friend took a handkerchief and smirked at Kim Soo-ho. He said, "Dude, you are not just poor, you are weak too." His friend wipes the nose of Kim Soo-ho. He said, "Raise your head. If you die due to blood loss, you won't be able to get your pay for your labor work, right?" Kim Soo-ho grabs his hand and said, "Nobody's asking you for help. I will do it myself." Kim Soo-ho apologized to his friend saying he was sorry. His friend asks him about what he was sorry for. Kim Soo-ho replied, "Oh, because I had a nosebleed while we are eating." His friend was silent after hearing that. His friend said, "It was really strange. Don't you feel that you are pretty and balanced?" Kim Soo-ho, who was wiping his nose, asks his friend, "What does he mean?" His friend said, "You are top in academic results, you are smart, and you've got a great tenacity. Someone like you should be really full of self-confidence. But strangely enough, you are kinda lacking in that aspect." Kim Soo-ho just listens to his friend. His friend added, "It is like a little that you are from some other world, but can't get used to this world. There are a lot of comics and animations where the hero is incredible and powerful in some other world, but can't even breathe properly when they are in this world." Kim Soo-ho smiles and told his friend that he has been quiet since he was young. His friend washes the handkerchief and wipes the nose of Kim Soo-ho once again. He said, "I won't be able to buy you meals in barbecue restaurants anymore." Kim Soo-ho was alarmed to hear what his friend said. His friend said, "My father and mother got caught cheating people with a politician. They are going to trial now, but they will be going to found guilty. A few days later, they will become penniless beggars." Kim Soo-ho wasn't able to speak because he didn't know what to reply. His friend smirked and points at himself. He said, "My current expression. This is what my parents always had on their faces ever since I was born. It looks so naturally obnoxious. Isn't it freaking awesome? I don't have any money to buy you anything anymore. You don't have to meet me anymore." Kim Soo-ho replied, "What are you talking about? You yourself know that you are my only friend. You have done so much for me." His friend smiled and said, "Friends are about give and take. What can you learn by sticking with me? Do you know why I stuck around with you? That is because you are freaking awesome." Kim Soo-ho looks worried by what his friend said. His friend added, "Your situation is freaking horrible, but you don't give up. I come from a wealthy family, so I got everything I wanted. So, if I get put in a situation like yours, I think I might die right away. Tell me, how do I become strong like you?" Kim Soo-ho can't look directly because of what his friend said. He replied, "What am I strong at? I only do the usual stuff every single day. Study and work. Study more and work more." His friend looks at him seriously. He said, "Aha, okay, just you wait. Once I think I become someone as incredible as you, I will come back and find you to buy you 10 portions of meat for barbecue. I just resolved my heart to give it a good try. I just need to do what I do to the end, like I first started, right?" And that is how Kim Soo-ho, or the present Lloyd, got what he was chanting while running. Lloyd had gone crazy overcoming the limits of the human body as he ran, even though his body had passed the limit of a human. Even Javier was shocked to see the determination of Lloyd in the race that he even planned through. Lloyd raises his leg even though it carries a large burden. Every foot he moves weighing something like he is being strangled by the deep ocean. Javier was amazed looking at his master struggling with determination to win. In Javier's mind, what is with that tenacity of his? He's always overcome difficult trials so far, but this is his first time not relying on those mysterious abilities of his. Is a normal human even capable of displaying such mental prowess? I thought it didn't matter who are you as long as you saved our territory. But now, I want to know. I want to know what kind of life you have lived in your world. Even I wanted to have a prequel on how Lloyd have lived on Earth and how he terrorizes his high school classmates and teachers. Everyone was silent as they look at the two racers doing their best. There is no sound that can be heard, only their deep breathing of the two contenders. The two continuously run, and Cherokee was the one who is ahead of Lloyd. Lloyd didn't want to give up, but his body slowly gives up in the end. His eyes are slowly closing due to the exhaustion. In the end, his body gives up and his eyes fully closes. When Lloyd opens his eyes, he saw the clear sun and Javier was looking at him. While panting heavily, he asks Javier if he win in the race. Javier closes his eyes and looks at where Cherokee is. Cherokee was totally knocked out because of exhaustion and he wasn't able to reach the finish line. Javier told Lloyd that yes, he won again this time. Javier helps Lloyd and told him to stand up. Lloyd looks in the front of him and Cherokee already gained his ground and was about to announce the result. Cherokee opens his arms widely and he shouted, "Everyone, listen up. Our tribe will usher in a new age." The crowd started cheering after hearing what Cherokee announced. Lloyd becomes so proud that his nose suddenly becomes longer. He said, "Yeah, everything went according to plan. We just need to build the arena and take the top now." Javier replied, "Looking at your state, I doubt this was your plan." Javier looks at Lloyd. He said, "I'm curious about something. Why didn't you use those mysterious power you have?" Lloyd was silent after hearing that question. On the other hand, Sheridan was worried to his father, but Cherokee was flexing his muscle saying that he was okay. Lloyd was shy to say this, but he said, "Because that old man ran with all his heart. I felt like I would be cheating if I used those, so I didn't." Then the system said, "Just you have a mana heart is already cheating." Lloyd replied, "That is a passive skill. What am I supposed to do with that?" Javier just takes a sigh after hearing the answer of Lloyd. Javier bows down and said, "Let's start the construction. I will do whatever I can and give it my all, Master Lloyd." Lloyd, who was confused, asks, "Oh, why am I suddenly Master Lloyd again?" Javier seriously replied, "Because you are someone who is worthy of being referred to as such." In Javier's mind, yes, this man, Kim Suho, I will protect him even if it costs me my life. I don't know, maybe his old friend in his past life was reincarnated as Javier in this isekai world.